Barns are creating some buzz in Shawano County thanks to a special project. The Shawano County Barn Quilt Project has helped adorn more than 100 barns with these large pieces of art. They're called barn quilts and they're made of plywood, then painted to look like a quilt square. Organizers say they bring a broader sense of community to Shawano County, attract tourists passing through, and even help in the preservation of historic old barns. Those barn quilts are handmade by locals in the basement of the Shawano County Chamber of Commerce office.
So Angela Kelly is getting a chance to see it firsthand this morning. She joins us with more. Hi, Ange.
Hi everyone. Well, here we are. We are checking out how these beautiful barn quilts are made. I'd like to introduce you to Jim Leuenberger. He's the project coordinator. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Tell us how these are made.
Well, we start with two 4x8 sheets of plywood. You can see some plywood that's sitting here that eventually will be covered with a beautiful quilt pattern. After we get the barn wood or the plywood on these sawhorses, we actually put 2 coats of primer on both sides of the plywood, and then after the primer is dry, we actually take a quilt pattern. I have a book that has over 5,000 quilt patterns, so I'll take a pattern like that you're seeing there, that someone has picked out, and they said that's the pattern we would like, and we determine what colors we're going to paint it in. You can see that they picked some different colors than that one, but then from that little pattern I'll actually, with a pencil and a tape measure, I'll figure out how to put the tape on and where the different colors of paint are going to go. Okay,
this is kind of neat. You can see where all the tape that they've pulled from previous quilts there. And what is your wife Irene over here doing?
She's actually painting a quilt that is going to go over by Tigerton. We're almost done with this one actually. So we laid out this particular pattern that the people picked. And you can see they picked some different colors. They actually have repainted their house, and so they wanted some colors in their quilt that would match their house trim, so that's why we've got that.
And now all along the walls here we see some quilts that are finished and are set to go on barns.
Correct.
They're installed then in 2 pieces?
They're installed in 2 pieces. Basically we just screw them right into the barn. There's no frame or anything that goes with them. We screw them right into the barn. The one there with the duck on it is actually going to be hung on point, which will make it like a diamond shape, whereas most of them are actually put just square on the particular building. But these patterns are all in this book that I have that has literally thousands of patterns in. So it's nice to go through it with people and see what kind of patterns they want.
How many quilts have you made, and how many do you think you have yet to make?
Well, we have 103 up. We're going to put 5 more up tomorrow. So that'll give us 108, and I have another 20 to 25 that people have already paid for and commissioned, if you want to call it that. But I'm getting calls, a couple calls a week, so who knows where the project's going to end. We may end up with 200 up around Shawano County. So.
And where did you and your wife Irene come into all this? Why did you decide, hey, we're going to help make these? Well,
we had seen the quilts in other states. There's a lot of them in Iowa and Kentucky. In fact, there's quilts in like 30-some states now. It's really a phenomenon across the country, and I just decided that maybe we'll try and get this started in Shawano County. So I met with the 4-H leaders and explained to them what barn quilts were, and so we got started with 4-H clubs. But then I mentioned to Patty Peterson, our tourism manager here at the Chamber, about it, and she thought it'd be great for tourism. So that's when I started contacting some of my business friends to see if they would sponsor them, and I met with great response. Everybody's been very positive about it, so it's really been a nice community project.
Well, it's been very interesting to see how these are made, and we can't wait to head out and actually see one of these beautiful quilts adorning a barn here in Shawano County. Back to you guys.
If you want to see more of the unique barn quilts, go to our website, fox11online.com, click on the Photos tab. You'll find pictures such as this colorful pattern of one of the many barns in the county.